Hey, Grand Rising and bright blessings to all of my pedal patrons. Welcome to Sunday. It is the 26th of January 20 and 25, which makes it a 9 universal numerological frequency and value day. And what that means is that we're sort of wrapping up some of the older energy that we've had within us. If you didn't start doing your manifestation or pulling out your receive and release list, today's a really good day to do that for everyone in general. The moon moved out of Sagittarius and it moved into Capricorn, which sort of slows energy down. It gets us ready to be a little bit more grounded, less energy about the outside as far as work and projects and things of that nature for now, and more about getting excited about the accomplishments you have in with your families, your friends. Again, taking care of this first, primarily putting that mask on and sort of getting in the understanding of experiencing some different joy. I'll bring up the map here in just a second so I can explain why that is going to be totally in alignment with what it is that we're going to experience before this new moon in Aquarius that shows up. But all of us are being asked to really communicate our excitement about new things, okay? And we're going to have this opportunity this week to really see new things pop up. We have Uranus that's getting ready to go direct, and Uranus is the shock and awe, and it's been in retrograde, guys. So imagine what is going to show up when it actually goes direct. A lot of people are going to want to feel like they're a Hardy Boy, Nancy Drew, or Scooby-Doo with Shaggy Velma and the rest of the crew. Figure out what's most important to you before you start digging into things that aren't meaningful for you. But if it's meaningful for you, trust and believe you're going to be able to have the sauce, the juice, the energy that you need in order to find out the details this week, okay? The other thing that's going to show up for us this week when we shift after the new moon and the moon moves back into Pisces towards this weekend, so Capi, Aqua, and Pisces, okay, is the fact that the universe is going to share all this new information with you. It's going to sort of sink in where it needs to sink in. And then this weekend, it's going to want you to just kind of go, right? Not quite hermit mode for a lot of people, but there will be this opportunity for you to really just sort of go, okay, I know what I need to know. I know where I'm going to go. And this is the slow approach that I'm going to make in order to getting those things done. Okay. So that's sort of the whole week in a nutshell as far as the energy shifts that we're going to see based upon what our planetary alignments are doing. I'm going to go ahead and bring up the map, and then we're going to break it down for today's energy and then sort of what each individual astral sign could be feeling potentially this week. Okay, here we go. Okay, here are the stars of the show for this week and sort of the energy that I was sharing with you for this upcoming week. Moon in Capricorn is squaring Neptune in Pisces. Sit your butt down is basically what the universe is saying today. Neptune is having a sextile with Mercury. So the conversation is about your dreams and your aspirations and those things for the next couple of days. It really hits home today. And then we have the Venus having its own little sextile coming up here with the Uranus that's in Taurus about the potential for all these new things that could be showing up and giving yourself space to absorb those new things that are coming in. And even though it's not on the main charts for a lot of different locations, this has to be discussed, and this is the Uranus having its sextile with that Mars in Cancer. And Mars in Cancer is sort of automatically in its slow down zone. But what it is, again, is getting our attention about what do I need to focus on as far as shifts and changes that are going to come up. The universe is going to assist me. Today is not the day to get busy with all of the extended. It's more about internal, finding that what is it that makes me and my family happy with the day-to-day sort of things that we're working on. Because when we get to this explosion of Uranus going direct this week, okay, in the sign of Taurus, that is going to change the ball game for a lot of different things. Be open to all the new frequencies and informational pieces that are going to come in. Allow yourself to marinate in that information. And again, this weekend, you're going to be able to absorb it, and then you're going to know what to do with it. Aries, very much Leo and Sagittarius, very much the same story. Aries rising, you're in the rising position right now. I know you've been waiting in order to get something done. Wait for a couple of days and then go do the new thing. This energy here is allowing you to refill up your battery. Same thing with our Leo, and to that point, our Sagittarius. Leo, this energy this week is helping you remove anything that you might have been feeling stuck behind. And our Sagittarius, the energy for you is looking for the right button to press. That shows up for you 100% this week. You're going to be able to rock and roll with it. Taurus, this week is going to be one of those where you could feel a little bit off center, off kilter. You just don't feel quite right about the things. That is because of this big explosion of energy that's going to be taking place, shifting you in your own personal reality. You have to wait for these other informational pieces to show up so that you know what you're going to do with it, so that you can make it stick for the long haul. And that's not just for Taurus, that's for all of us with these shifts that are getting ready to come up. So be mindful of the new information that's going to show up, because whatever shows up is going to make you shift your thought process about how you're going to get things going, okay? Ground. Gemini and Virgo. Okay, first part of the week, last part of the week with our Virgo. Geminis, your communication and your capability of communicating things is going to be flawless this week. Be mindful of what it is that you're communicating. Make sure that you're in the right groups. Make sure that you're communicating the things that are most important to you. But your communication this week is going to be on point. Swift, fast, fast, fast. You will be called to the front of the class for a lot of the things. And I'm just going to skip over it just a little bit. Virgo, you are going to be able to observe very easily all the things that are taking place this week. And you're just kind of taking mental notes and giving yourself a rest, because next week you're going to be in a position to also need to step in front of a group, potentially even more so for yourself. But this week the universe is sort of giving you a breaky break, and so take advantage of that breaky break, okay? Don't stress yourself out about having to be and do something. It will not work well for you. Cancerian friends, this is the week that you need to it would be in your best interest if you allowed other people to say their piece and count to 3. Your ability to make space and hold space for everyone is absolutely brilliant and beautiful. Don't absorb stuff that doesn't belong to you, but you need to allow other people to say their piece and get it out. This week, especially with some of the oppositional energy that's been coming in here, you just need to wait so that you don't get viewed as the a-hole by trying to take over a situation by fixing it. Let people say what they need to say. If you have the space to hold on to the information they're giving you, wait, okay? It's going to get a lot better for you this weekend coming up. My Leos, we kind of talked about that a little bit. Same with Sagittarius. You guys are in the right positions to be able to make some things really hit home for you, but you need the benefit of all the information showing up around you in order to make the right moves and smart choices for yourself. If you happen to be a Virgo, we sort of talked about that. You're going to be in a position of doing something more next week. Libra and Scorpio. Okay, very similar. Libras, your whole world is about ready to shift this week. There are going to be some new developments and some new things that are going to show up in your space that are going to make more sense. Why did it take so long? Why was I waiting for this? Let it show up, okay? Wednesday, Thursday this week, you're going to know exactly what some of those different concerns or issues were. Just allow yourself to be in a neutral zone as much as possible. Same with Scorpio. You guys have been getting knocked around quite a bit. This is the week where you weren't sure if the moves you were making were the right move. This is the week where you know for sure, that's 3 for sure's, that things are accurate and you are going in the right direction, and it is definitely supporting you. So the risk was worth it, okay? You're going to start to see that this week, especially this weekend. My Capricorn friends, again, we sort of talked about it a little bit. You guys are going to be in a specific zone, just like Virgo to a certain point, sort of like all the earth signs. You're going to be in a position to know that your leadership capabilities, new contracts, all those different types of things that you're working on, you need the benefit of all this other detail so that you're hitting the right people at the right time with the information that shows up. And you guys are going to be in a position where you don't want to wait, but you're going to be asked to sit your butt down for just a little bit, gather all the details, reprocess, and then come out the gate swinging this upcoming week. Aquarius. This is one of the weeks that obviously you're going to be in your zone. My one caution for you guys is going to be, because you're going to get what you want, is making sure that you're not coming across as the a-hole. You're going to get what you want. but you also need to allow other people to shift into where they're going as you're stepping forward in leadership and within your goals. And then Pisces, by the time we get to this weekend, everything that you feel has been a little bit weird, you're going to start cleansing out of your system.